700,000 young men have lost their lives in a pointless war, which everyone's going to forget once it's over, that nothing even changes. It, literally, truthfully, a pointless war. And you're alive and you're watching this and you're not motivated to make anything of yourself. Isn't it kind of amazing, like how hubristic and how stupid humanity can be? Like if I hear the number 700,000, I don't just think of it as a statistic. I think of 700,000 individual faces, 700,000 parents, 700,000 children, 700,000 girlfriends, 700,000 graves. I think of how many people that actually is. And I thank God I'm not in that group. And it makes me feel more motivated to live life than ever before. The second you say 700,000 people have died, I'm like, I need to make more money. I need to train harder. I need to be a better person. I need to go and spoil my children. I need to spoil my woman. I need to do more amazing things. I have to tell the truth. I need an even bigger platform. I feel motivated. I need to do good things. But there are people at home who will hear that number 700,000. It will go straight over their head. It won't motivate them. It won't invigorate them. They won't feel lucky. They won't feel grateful. They won't feel blessed. They won't feel anything. You know what they'll do? They'll sit down and go, oh, I don't feel happy. They'll still feel sorry for themselves like they're the main character of this fucking universe. They'll still feel sorry for themselves knowing that people their own age got dragged out of a car and thrown to the fucking front line and died in a ditch. And you're still feeling sorry for yourself. Why? Because the bitch left you. Wake up. It's incredible how lucky and how blessed and how fortunate every single person listening to this podcast is. It's actually incredible. All of us. None of you have any struggles that come close to a Ukrainian trench, including me. Even me with all my legal bullshit. You can put me in jail over a Ukrainian trench any day of the week. Any day of the week. No problem. But still, people don't seem to understand it and don't seem to get up off their ass and motivate themselves to want to do something and be better anymore. I don't know what's happened. The spiritual dampening that has been applied to the masculine essence is why they get away with enslaving us all in the first place. They've come along and made every man a soppy, weak, emotional pussy. They've taken away the masculine fighting spirit. Before you conquer a society, you remove its warriors. They didn't have to kill us. The Greeks and the Romans would walk into a town and kill all the military-age males to make sure there was no revolt. They didn't have to kill us. They took away our masculine essence. They took away our essence so much to the point where if I tweet out I have 2 girlfriends, a whole bunch of men, full-grown men, will sit there and go, oh my God, that's terrible. Gays, that's terrible. You can't have sex with girls. What the fuck? Making TikToks with their fucking girlfriend like pussies and crying their eyes out when she eventually cheats with me. And when I tell you, get up and go and get rich, here's how you can do it. They don't want to join the school. They don't want to make any money. They don't want to dedicate themselves. They don't want to try. I'd love to go gym. I just need motivation. Motivation isn't real. I don't feel motivated. I just have to do it. So I do it. Discipline is real. There's no such thing as motivation. You're never motivated at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. It's cold. You're either a pussy or you're not. And we talk about 700,000 dead men. And the sad thing is that most of these men are probably braver, more motivated, and more capable than the dipshits watching this fucking podcast, sitting around on their ass, chasing bitches on Instagram who are too good for them. And they're going to sit there while all these fucking good men die, telling me they're sad and not motivated, and they don't know how to fucking achieve anything in their lives. Genuinely scumbag. If someone comes up to me and goes, oh, I'm not motivated, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I look at them and think, you're a fucking scumbag. What the fuck are you talking about depressed? You're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. Of course she left you. I hate you. I just met you. I don't fucking like you. There are people dying in a fucking ditch, bro.
It's true.
You're dying in a fucking ditch. And what do? You're sad about what? You ain't found the time to go to the gym. Why? You haven't worked on anything. You haven't dedicated yourself to anything. Why? Oh, I just don't feel like it. Well, you're a piece of shit. It's ungrateful to the universe. It's ungrateful to God himself to waste what he gives you. You want to talk about how you end up lucky. And I would argue that I'm a very lucky person. You know, on a long enough time frame, I can't think of a single time I've ever lost. It may look like I'm going to lose, but in the end, I always seem to win.
You're not a quitter at all.
Bro, I'm not a quitter. I'm a fucking fighter. I will squirm to the last second. You may try and strangle me. I am fighting to the last second. Think about this. I spent 3 years locked in my house in a questionable judicial system under a full media matrix attack and beat it. Who else can combat the mainstream media, the Romanian judicial system from their house with no money, all assets seized? 2 weeks ago, I was locked in a room. Everyone said I was toast. 4 criminal cases looking at 25 years in an Eastern European gulag. Bam, I'm in Miami. How do you do this? How does this happen? Yeah, it takes hard work. It also takes a degree of luck. Where does the luck come from? It comes from God. Who does God favor? What makes God like you? God likes you when you try. There's nothing that's going to piss God off more than wasting what he fucking gives you. If you give someone a Ferrari and they look after it perfectly, you're happy. If you give someone a Ferrari and see it the next day, it's got cigarette butts, it's treated like shit. Would you be happy you gave him a Ferrari? God gave you a consciousness. He gave you a body. He gave you a mind, and you're not even fucking using it. You're crying over that bitch who left you. You're not using it to be the best version of yourself. You're not using it to get as rich and powerful as possible. You're not using it to change the world. You're not using it to protect those you love. You're not using it for anything. And you expect God to make you lucky? God only has so much luck to give out. Wouldn't he give it to his soldiers who dedicate themselves and try? Wouldn't he think, you know what, that Tate motherfucker, he's been through something and he will not quit and he will not stop and he's never said he doesn't deserve it. He's never bitched. He's never moaned. He's never felt sorry for himself. He's never complained. He got up every day and worked. Let's give him some luck. What about this guy? Always crying, always has a problem, always feels sorry for himself, always needs motivation, never gets anything done. Everything's everyone else's fault. Does he deserve any of the luck I have in my pocket? The answer is fucking no. You make your own luck by dedicating yourself to the universe. I said this before. I said it in a rain dancing term. Rain dancing. I said, if you need it to rain and your life depends on it, you should do a rain dance. Now, do rain dances make clouds come? No. But perhaps by some strange twist of fate, far in the distance, another tribe will see you rain dancing and realize you need water. And they'll think, he needs water. And we need something he has. And they'll bring you water. If you didn't rain dance and just sat there waiting for it to rain, the water would have never come. There's no such thing as working too hard. You'd be amazed how if you just do work, how amazing things happen. I said this to Tristan when we were in jail. I said, there is a certain number of push-ups I will complete before I get out of this cell. I don't know how many it is, but the more push-ups I do and the quicker I do them, the quicker I'll get out of here. The logic,
really?
Yeah, the logic being that it doesn't matter. Let's make it simple math. I will do push-ups every day and eventually I'll be released. And that will be the total number of push-ups I had done that got me released from jail. That's what I believed. So I sat there and thought, okay, there's a certain finite number of push-ups that I will complete while I am in jail. So the faster I do push-ups, the more push-ups I do, the sooner I'll be out. That may be a logic fail to most people. Most people will sit there and they won't quite understand it. My mentality was, if I just do as many push-ups as possible, I'll get out of here quicker. Even if I didn't get out any quicker, I used my time more effectively. I came out like a fucking monster, like a beast. I had no gym equipment, nothing. I just had thousands of push-ups a day, every single day. And I kept my mind strong. So I came out without mental damage so I could deal with the mainstream media storm. I truthfully understand why the banking cartels and why the hidden interests and shadow groups have no respect for human life. Because I will tell you, as a man who was poor, and I mean filthy poor, complete broke, 15 years ago. Now, me as a successful man, when I see the average man not trying, I feel fucking distaste. And I remember being broke. I was broke not too long ago. Imagine you're born into a banking dynasty and all you've ever known is wealth and power. And your father, all he's ever known is wealth and power. And then you see the average man sitting around talking about being depressed and sad. You think you give a fuck about these people? You think they give a shit about locking you in your house during COVID or sending you to die in a fucking ditch or inflating your currency or lying to you or stealing your money via USAID? You're nothing but fucking sheep to these people. And I don't blame them because most of you act like such fucking dipshits. You deserve exactly what you're getting. You deserve exactly what you're getting, Canada. You deserve Trudeau, who's a fucking moron, and you're letting him stay there. And now Trudeau is going to go to a fucking prosecutor and tell him to raise charges on me for telling you the truth. But I don't give a fuck because I'd rather live this way than live like you people in a fucking cloud of cowardice. I can't live that way. I feel dirty if I'm a coward. So I'm going to say exactly what I fucking think all of the time. And I'm going to do that to the day I die. Then it'll be 700,001 men dead. But at least my name will be remembered. Because this is the most important thing. We're all going to fucking die. And you can die one way or another. You either die as a number or you die as a name. 700,000 men died. And I guarantee you, if you ask the Ukrainians or the Russians who they are, they can name maybe 30 of them. The commanders, the special forces, the decorated soldiers. The rest of them, nobody's. You can die as a name that's remembered. George Washington's a name. Napoleon's a name. Or you can die as a number, a fucking statistic, but you're going to die anyway. So what are you so scared of? 700,000 men have died in that war. absolutely disgusting. Not only that it happened, but that the average American man will sit around on his ass and achieve nothing, knowing that they could have just been born in another place. The second that war started, Ukraine closed its borders to men. They weren't allowed to leave. You could have been born in another place, and instead of sitting around crying over a bitch and jerking off the fucking Pornhub, you be getting your leg blown off in a fucking ditch. And you're not even thankful to God for that enough to try.